Smile for the camera. Thank you. What is this, bumpy?
Oh, I like this
one. Have only got bigger, badder, and of course, if you know it, big, and fast, well, then you are pretty much talking fast and furious film.
Ooh, me like it.
Yeah. Hi, on the left is Evan Paulson. Over on the right, we have just a little bit of Whoville from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Now, what you are looking at here is really only a small portion of the village. When the entire set was assembled, it was the largest ever constructed on the Universal back lot. And by the way, these Whomobiles right here actually drive. Those are fiberglass shells strapped down on the top of go-karts. I've actually taken one of those around the back lot. Right next door to Whoville is probably the most famous set on the back lot. You don't recognize it from this angle, do you? Let's go around the front. This is the Bates Motel from Alfred Hitchcock's masterpiece, Psycho. Above the office, you see Norman Bates' home looming over the structure, as you remember from the film. And I believe that is Marion Crane's car parked right in front. The trunk is pumped. I wonder if Marion is just checking in. Oh, my mistake. Marion seems to be checking out.
Sorry. It's okay.
This is kind of awkward.
My shower for the day.
You may have noticed this. Just stay calm. The calls for alarm. We don't want anyone upset. I'm not going to roll on. Fun fact about the house at the top of the hill. Let's take a closer look, shall we? The house up there is actually built on a three-quarter scale. The house is a little smaller than it would normally be to create the illusion it is farther away than it actually is. I was really a little farther away than we actually are. No, we sit on the stairs. I'm going to take you into the biggest and most elaborate set we have up to life. And when we get up here, we'll even pause the track. You're going to get an amazing photograph, so just have your cameras out and hang on tight. all the remains of the neighborhood where Tom Cruise was hiding out in Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. And by the way, that is a genuine 747 over there on the left. We dragged the plane back here and then ripped it apart just to create this incredible set.
The airplane Crash Site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision that Steven had.
When we first began to sit down and talk about the War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something we don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep noticing me. That's right. All right. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Just got them closed. Bobby, get in. Get in.
You know, this is not the only time Steven Spielberg has worked right here. As we roll forward, look to the left, just behind the tail of the plane, and you're going to see an old bunker. That's what remains of Site B from the Lost World, Jurassic Park. It also filmed right on this spot. As we swing around the corner, you're probably going to notice the largest freestanding backdrop in the world. Right now it's painted blue for optical effects. We're using it like a giant blue screen. This is where they did some of the big effects for The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. And just a few months ago, Katniss Everdeen opened for last. Why am I trying to explain weather effects? I happen to have access to a pair of his favorite Spider-Man. Oh, you know him. You love him. You trust him when he says carry an umbrella. Here is the Today Show's Al Roker.
Hi, everybody. Here's today's...
Now that's what we call weather effects. That flood is caused by dumping thousands of gallons of water from tanks hidden at the top of the hill. We don't waste the water. We pump it right on up and distribute it. You got that. You got Western Town. It is a handy arrangement when a bad guy rides in, stays over, gets liquored up, and robs the bank. When the sheriff wants to chase him to the next town, all he has to do is mosey around the corner. This whole area is Peru for Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It was the island of Tortuga in Walt Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. And you've seen it on TV shows like House, Shameless, Community, and The Mentalist. But right now, they say we just head north of the Rio Grande and into the wild, wild west. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 6 Points, Texas. Quite a few Western movies are filmed right here on this very street. Here is just one little old example. A miniature. He would only refer to this as a bigature. Oh, if you look over to the right, you can see a flotilla of mechanical ducks. That's a perfection of the technology that was created for Jurassic Park. Each of those ducks cost $347,000. They are amazing. When we come out of the water, we're going to skip to our satellite broadcast area and head to the cobblestone streets of New Jersey. I never was specific about what the country is now. Because it could be any country at all. All we have to do is change the language of the sign. Yeah, take a picture of it. Cheese for Alex Waffle.